Turn it over to you guys. And something else to point out, that the filmmakers, they're here not just to show the films, but to talk about the films as well. So during intermissions, in between films, please feel free to speak with them. That's why they're here, so don't be afraid. Some of the filmmakers are up in the upper lobby selling some of their films as well. But Carolyn,
hi.
We're going to go in order of what we showed.
All
so
right.
with the Christmas Mummy, I know it's kind of your tribute to some of the older monster movies.
Definitely.
And so talk a little bit about those films that really influenced you to make the Christmas Mummy.
Well, we're basically fans of like every type of horror, from like slasher movies to the old Godzilla movies to like, you know, modern Italian films and everything. We like every kind of horror. We especially like monster movies, and you know, you can see my little girl in the movie. It's sort of, we put all of our random friends and stuff, and we really love monsters. Our last movie, Flesh Eating Fog, was kind of a crazy monster that Rob came up with, and we liked that whole like short, almost like a mini feature that is more about the monster, where we sort of cut out the rustic sheriff and the plucky teens and just focused on the journey of the monster, which as a kid was like what I wanted to see. It was like the monster just rampaging. And we thought, well, what other monsters do we really love? Like vampires, a lot of people are doing vampires. Zombies are like a huge thing. We thought, nobody's doing a mummy movie. And we kind of figured like we didn't want to see a lot of our random metalhead friends playing an Egyptologist. So we thought we'd try to set the movie in Madison, and we came up with the idea of a Victorian mummy and just tried to cut straight to the rampage.
Perfect. Perfect. And a Madison-based film?
Yes, definitely a Madison-based film. We figure Wisconsin's scary, so we never try to make Madison stand in for Paris or whatever. We try to just keep it local. You can see we're like below zero budget. It's everybody in the movie is like close friends of ours. This is the first movie that we actually had like people who sort of aspire to be actors in some small parts. So not only are we here to talk to you about our movies, we're here to recruit you. If you guys are in the Midwest, you want to come like work on a movie, be in a movie, we're underground horror all the way.
Perfect. Well, thank you. Thank you. And Tyler came from Nebraska with The Guy Who Cried Werewolf, and on the collection that you have for sale upstairs, notice a nice little plug I did there.
Thank you. Thank you.
But the set that has The Guy Who Cried Wolf also has other shorts like All Souls Day,
All Saints
Day, excuse me, All Saints Day, which follows Michael Myers on the day after Halloween and kind of what he does after. So the approach that you're taking to the shorts that you've been doing is kind of a little bit different than this, going based off of the news footage and kind of that found footage feel. So just what's kind of your inspiration for doing these?
I work with a bunch of kids in a kitchen, and we have crazy conversations. And the whole Michael Myers thing, that's basically where that came from, is what would Michael Myers do the day after he killed everybody? He'd have cereal, he'd watch cartoons, he'd order a pizza, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
So that's what inspires me as the kids I work with. My sister, Shadley, we just have crazy conversations, you know. It's like, you know, 6-shooter, silver bullet. You know, it just makes sense. You know? You just start talking about stuff, and that's how stuff comes together, I guess.
And what about doing the kind of the Steve Irwin type of character for The Guy Who Cried Werewolf?
This idea of Steve Irwin, honestly don't know who he is.
Okay. Oh no,
Steve Irwin. Oh yeah, you mean
Crocodile Hunter.
The Crocodile Hunter. You know, but like
no, he's a ripoff of Bear Grylls.
Okay.
Guy Ragnar is Bear Grylls, and Les Stroud to a lesser extent, because Les is more and Bear is empty.
Oh. we just got pretty deep there for a second.
Yeah, it was a ripoff of Bear Grylls.
Okay.